Hi, it's Jenny DiDonato with MadeFit TV. Are you stuck in a rut? Well, then work with me one-on-one online. Customized nutrition plans and workout programs designed specifically for you and your goals. Go to MadeFitOnline.com for details. Hey guys, it's Jenny DiDonato on MadeFit TV. This week, I'm giving you the number 3 way on how to achieve the right goals for you. And of course, we have our MadeFit TV Viewer of the Week. All right, let's get started. Hi, welcome to MadeFit TV. I'm your host, Jennifer DiDonato, and this is episode 114. MadeFit TV is everyone's source for health and fitness information and entertainment, and it's where fit bodies don't just happen, they're made. Do you hear me? They don't just happen, they're made, but you can make it. So thanks so much for all the people that join us every Saturday at noon. You can join us as well at the link on the MadeFit TV homepage right there, and chat with us after and tweet it out, and we have a great conversation after every episode. So this is part 3 of how to achieve the right goals for you. Last week we talked about body types, okay? So hopefully you guys were able to catch episode 113. We talked about muscle types. All of us are born with a specific type of body, and we're all born with natural things that we excel at, natural strengths that we have. The key here is to find out what's right for you, because not all of us are the same. We need to embrace our differences and make sure that we are putting it to good use and making sure we're feeling good about ourselves while we're doing that, and also being healthy and fit. So we spoke about the body types. Now I'm going to tell you what you can do based on your body type to make your fitness fun and see results. So the first one I want to talk about is ectomorphs. I know we touched on that last week. Ectomorphs are the tall, lengthier type people, have smaller muscles, smaller bones, smaller joints. They have more of that type muscle fiber like we talked about that is more higher in cardiovascular endurance, doesn't fatigue very quickly, but is a little less strong. So because these types of people have the lower body type, lower body fat, harder to gain muscle, the types of exercises and sports that you can be doing that can complement your body type and make you look great are these types of things. You can do marathon running or just distance running. You will excel great in that. You can also do spinning. You know, you do those cycle classes. You guys also do tremendous in those. Swimming, yoga, where you're holding those poses, it requires a lot of endurance. Also boxing, even UFC, MMA, you guys have to get out there and have a lot of endurance. I know some of those guys are pretty big and those women are pretty big, but also it requires a lot of endurance, so that might be something that you'd be interested in. Also rock climbing as well, soccer, doing a lot of running, high endurance, high cardio, and also basketball too. Those guys are up and down the courts, those girls up and down the courts. So that could be something that you can implement into your program to help you see the best results for you. All right, the next body type, if you are not an ectomorph, you may be a mesomorph. Mesomorph are the broad shoulders, rounder muscles, more the type 2 muscle, excel a lot in strength and power. These types of body types, they tend to gain muscle quickly, so obviously you're going to excel probably more at the strength training versus the endurance. But here's what you can do that will help you complement your own body type. You can do bodybuilding, which is definitely a sport. Powerlifting as well, along with Olympic powerlifting. I know we saw JJ a few episodes ago. If you haven't checked that out, he is definitely a mesomorph. And also you can do football, of course. Football requires endurance, but you're also carrying around that heavy equipment. Sprinting as well. Sprinting requires a ton of power in the legs, quick, fast-acting muscle. That's what it requires. That's a great sport for you to even take up. And also hockey as well. Chris knows that. And even roller derby. I had a couple of viewers email me before regarding workouts and such for roller derby, and those chicks are strong. And that's something that, you know, does require endurance a little bit, but more so strength. You're carrying a lot of muscle, requires a lot of power, sprints, so that's great for you to kind of strive for, whether you're in the gym or on the field or on the courts. Now the third body type is the endomorph. Endomorphs are slower metabolism, a little bit more rounder in shape. However, you do put on muscle easily. Unfortunately though, you do put on fat easily, and it's harder to lose the fat because of the lower metabolism. However, the types of training that you want to focus on are high intensity. You want to burn those calories no matter what. You want to put the muscle to use, you want to burn those calories. You can do more boot camp type training, high intensity, where you're incorporating the strength training with the cardio. Meld them together. You can start by setting awesome goals for yourself when you do that. Also, high intensity interval training, whether you're running or whether you're doing the circuit type training like we talked about. So focusing on those types and using your entire body as a whole. I know every single sport you should be, but especially for the endomorphs, because your metabolism is a little bit slower, you really want to focus on just keep moving and set those goals for yourself and push yourself using the cardio and the strength. I hope that helps you guys. I hope it gives you something that you can focus on, because not all of us are the same. We're all made different and we all have our own strengths. You can email me at jenny@madefittv.com and also comment at the bottom of this and I can answer any questions that you have. And I want people to comment at the bottom of these videos on madefittv.com, because we have a great conversation going, a lot of people, and you can all learn from each other. All right, now it's time for the viewer email of the week. All right, this week's viewer email of the week comes from Jen from California, and she writes, is there any hope from working out and losing body fat to go from a CD cup to a very small AB cup? Now, I know that this is kind of a personal question because we're talking about chest size, but I think everyone can benefit from this, unfortunately, men or women. You can't spot train, number one, with fat. But number two, when it comes to the breast tissue, all of us women and men, of course, sometimes, we are predisposed to our genetics. We're predisposed and already predetermined by our DNA and what our parents look like, what runs in our family. You know, if you tend to have bigger chested women in your family, you may have that. And so it doesn't mean that you're fat, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, but with that area, it all pretty much depends on hormones and also the glands in that area. So when you lose body fat all over, it tends to tap into the body fat that's stored in the chest. However, it's because you're a woman and because you're meant to have breasts, it's not going to tap into that fat source very much because your body's supposed to have those. So just keep in mind that if it's something that's really affecting your back, if it's affecting your posture, if it's affecting your overall health, or even something that is just really bothering you as far as your own personal self-image, you know, it might be something that you may have to look into a procedure, you know, maybe a breast reduction, something that will help you still be confident, still be able to move around and do the things you want to do and do the sports you want to do, but also to be able to maintain your girly figure and understand that there's nothing wrong with that, and there's only so much we can do when we lose body fat. So just keep that in mind and just feel good about yourself and be the best you that you can be. And I hope that that kind of helps in giving you some advice and to move forward and kind of deal with this. So I wish I kind of had that problem, but I know you just want to slap me if I say that. So, well, thank you so much, you guys, for joining us for MadeFitTV.com. If you would like your email read on MadeFitTV, you can email me at jenny@MadeFitTV.com, or you can also email me on the Ask Jenny link up on the main page of MadeFitTV. So we will see you next time for the number 4 way on how to achieve the right goals for you. But until then, enjoy the episode and keep those emails coming. Bye, guys.